kick it, Jackie Chan.
Oh, Jamar Chase with the dive. Because Garrett Wilson's wide open. Garrett Wilson, touchdown Barrett.
The yo bitch wanna kick it, Jackie Chan.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video here on the Bloated Juice channel, and welcome back to another episode in the Dallas Cowboys all-decade rebuild here on Madden 23. We are back. It is the start of season number 2. I can't believe it. In the last season, we won the Super Bowl, and then we had our off season. I feel like we had some pretty good adjustments to the team, made some changes on defense, made a couple changes on offense as well. I think we're going to be pretty good to go here. So if you guys are excited, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, join the Juice Club, and let's get season number 2 underway. Here we are in year 2, week 1 against the Commanders. We know this team very, very well. It's probably our most hated rival in this series so far because of the games we've had against them so far in the series. We've played them 3 times, twice obviously in the regular season, once in the playoffs. 2 of those times went very well. We won those games, and by a hefty margin. The third game didn't necessarily go great. So, I mean, we still won it, but it was a rough go, I should say. So, season number 3 is about to be underway. Let's get into what the team looks like now. If you're not familiar, if you didn't watch last episode, the offseason. The offense basically looks the same. There's just a few new pieces. We have a new left tackle. Jason Peters is now in... Where did we send Jason Peters? Miami? No. I forget where we sent Jason Peters, but he's not here anymore. We traded him for Teron Armstead, so he's now our new left tackle. The rest of the offensive line looks the same. We have Robert Gronkowski, Antonio Gates, and our draft pick, Kari Griffin, who I think has potential to be a really, really good tight end for us. Decent blocking tight end as well. He has potential. He's going to take a lot of time to develop, though. The wide receiver room looks a little bit different. We obviously traded for Tyreek Hill, which is going to be fun to throw to, especially because we have Patrick Mahomes, obviously, so that's going to be pretty fun. We also still have Julio, we still have Julian Edelman, and we kept Jalen Waddle around. So that's what the offense is looking like. Adrian Peterson is still here. Le'Veon Bell is still here. We signed Matt Forte, and I have not traded CJ Spiller just yet. On the defense, we have Aaron Donald, Justin Tuck, and Robert Quinn on the defensive line. I'd like to get a little bit more depth on the defensive line. We'll have to see what we can do. Corners look a little bit different now in terms of we have Captain Munnerlyn. We have Jonathan Joseph now as more depth and higher quality depth on the cornerback room. In the safety spot, we drafted Chantrell. Is it Chantrell? Is that what it is? Yeah, Chantrell Robertson out of the Ohio State University. Sucks that he doesn't have a development trait, but he is a very solid. He already is 79 overall. He looks like a really good free safety. The linebackers look a little bit better with Lance Briggs coming in, but there's still not a lot of depth at the linebacker spot, and then obviously we still have Troy Polamalu. So the X factors on defense is going to be Aaron Donald, it's going to be Darrelle Revis, and it's going to be probably not Patrick Peterson. I'd rather have Patrick Willis have the ability activated. So I hope that stays. Is that going to stay? Sometimes it glitches out like it does on offense because it still has Julio as the other thing, and I want Mahomes to have one. I don't know why he doesn't have one. Who's the other one that I want? It's Gambit, Rakama. Oh, so Tyreek has one. I want Peterson to have his back. Give Adrian Peterson his zone ability. So hopefully that'll stay like that. We know from last season that it didn't necessarily do that. I don't know why. But let's take a look at what the Commanders are working with. We might as well. They obviously have RG3 as their quarterback and Chris Johnson as their running back. We know this team very, very well. And they've got us defending the medium pass. I don't hate that. I don't hate that at all. Justin Houston's still here. Eric Berry's still here. We'll see how we go. We obviously know that these things can go very differently than how I expect them to. And we'll try it. I'm going to actually change Raekwon Fryer, the fullback. I don't really care if he's in here or not. Let's see. Who should we put in here instead? I definitely want Kyrie, the tight end, Kari Garner. I forget what his name is already. He's getting development. Who do I want to get development? Chantrell Robertson's already getting developed. Probably either Captain Munnerlyn or JOK. Probably JOK. So Chantrell, Kari Griffin, and JOK are going to be the top half, and then I guess it doesn't really matter who's the bottom, who the other ones are, I should say. So let's start training, and we'll take a quick look at who the Commanders have as on their roster. It shouldn't be much different from last season. I wouldn't expect, but you never know. Ndamukong Suh and Justin Tuck get upgrades, so they go up. That's awesome. And let's take a look at what the Commanders are working with here. So the Washington Commanders have Griffin as their quarterback, Chris Johnson and Lamar Miller as the running backs, wide receivers Brandon Cooks, Calvin Ridley, Jeremy Maclin. We know those guys very well. Tight end Gerald Everett, Eric Ebron, offensive line Laramie Tunsil, Ben Powers, Alex Mack, Jonah Jackson, and Garrett Bowles. Defensive line Joey Bosa, Calais Campbell, Sheldon Richardson, and Kyle Williams. Linebackers Justin Houston, Fred Warner, Ryan Kerrigan, very good linebacking core, I remember that. Marshawn Lattimore is a corner with Kareem Jackson, Amani Oruwariye, Bryce Callahan, CJ Henderson, Christian Fulton. Pretty decent corners, not anything special, but pretty decent. Kenny Vaccaro, Eric Berry, but Eric Berry's injured, so we'll have JT Woods playing strong safety. We might be able to capitalize on that. And their kicker is Sam Sloman, who has 68 kick accuracy. Yikes. If we can force deep enough field goals, they're not going to hit them. That is guaranteed, so we got to keep that in mind. That's what the Commanders are working with. Let's get into this game and hopefully start Season 2 with a W. I mean, we are the defending champs. We got to start the season with a W. Hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel. Let's get it.
It's Madden NFL 23, and we've got the latest chapter of a historic rivalry. It's the Commanders and the Cowboys on Monday Night Prime Time.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Tonight, we'll have the final 2 games of this kickoff weekend, and we begin with a great one here between the Washington Commanders and the Dallas Cowboys. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, a new season finally here. We had the great one Thursday night. All sorts of intrigue in the games yesterday, and now we put a bow on this first weekend with a good one here tonight.
We do put a spotlight on key games, don't we? Even key nights. Thursday night has become a spotlight night. How about Sunday night? But there still is some magic to playing on Monday night, and these two teams are feeling it.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Dallas Cowboy football is underway from Jerry's World. Year number 2. The championship defense starts now against one of the teams that we beat in the playoffs to get to the Super Bowl, the Washington Commanders, and their quarterback, RG3, Robert Griffin III, Bobby Griffin. Let's see if we can take him out. We got some new faces on this defense. Justin Tuck, Captain Munnerlyn, Lance Briggs. We'll see how they do. And the first play is a carry by CJ2K, brought down by Ndamukong Suh. We need Aaron Donald to have a huge, huge day on opening week. I really hope he does. That's going to be a big-time knockdown. There's Justin Tuck, and along with Ray Lewis. That's big. You love to see it. You love to see it. 3rd and 6. Can we force a 3-and-out on drive 1 of the season for the Commanders? It's going to be a deep ball. It's caught. It's Calvin Ridley. He breaks a couple tackles, so forget the 3-and-out. That was a great route run by Calvin Ridley there. You can bet on that one. Woo, that was crazy. RG3 now 1st down and 10 from the 36. He's got time in the pocket. He's going to fire. I screwed that up. That one's on me. I didn't know that I was Darrelle Revis when I moved him. I maybe could have knocked that incomplete or even had an interception. I don't know, but I kind of screwed that up. That sucks. And oh, I don't want him to even have any snaps. Why is he on the field? That's not good. We're gonna have to adjust that. That's gonna be out of bounds. Okay, let's quickly go to the coaching. Go to the depth chart. I don't want him to have any snaps. Why is he out there? Justin Tuck, Robert Quinn. I don't know why he would be out there then. D tackle, he's not even in there. Oh, he's the backup here. We'll take him out and put Tuck in there or something. And then he's the backup here as well. We'll put Robert Quinn as the backup there. I don't know. I just don't want him to have any time on the field because he's not very high overall. 2nd and 5 from the 13. Commanders, this is starting to feel like the Week 18 game and not the divisional round game. I'm getting a little scared here in the early going. That's going to be Chris Johnson, wide open, tons of room. Touchdown Commanders. They score on their first drive of the season. Uh-oh, we could be in trouble. We could be in trouble. And remember, their kicker has like 68 accuracy, so he may even miss some extra points if he's not careful. I mean, that one looked like it was going to go wild as well. But now the defending champs get the first touch of the season. Tyreek Hill is our kick returner because we traded Deshaun Jackson, remember? So he looks weird number 6. I might have to try to find out who's number 10 and give him number 10. I'm not sure who number 10 is, but we might have to change it. Oh, number 10's Julio, that's right. Maybe we can give Julio a different number. What number did Julio wear in Tennessee? Number 2? I think he was wearing number 2 in Tennessee, so maybe we give him number 2. I don't think there's anybody... Is somebody wearing number 2? Maybe on defense somebody wearing number 2? I don't know. I'm not 100% sure. But we might have to give Julio a different... Julio wasn't even number 10 in Atlanta. He was number 11, but because Edelman's on the team, Edelman's number 11. Third and 7, throw that. There's number 10, Julio Jones. He was a really big piece to last season. He came out in the second half of the season and just tore it up. I mean, the first half of the season, it was a lot of Calvin Johnson. Second half of the season was almost exclusively Julio Jones through the air. And it was a lot of Adrian Peterson on the ground, that's for sure. I think Tyreek is in the slot for us this year. So that's good, but we're going to throw that. It's going to be a quick throw to Calvin. He comes back to the football, and I'm just waiting. I don't think any of the corners or safeties have enough speed to keep up with Tyreek, so I'm going to throw that a little quicker than I wanted to. I didn't even get it off. Ryan Kerrigan gets in the backfield. That's not good. All right, so we're going to have to go with another vertical play. You know I'm a sucker for verticals. I'm looking at Gronkowski. Quick throw. There it is. Rob's open. Rob Gronkowski fighting forward to the 3. You love to see it. We could go QB draw, but I don't really think that's a good idea. So what we're going to do is we're going to change this play and then hot route Megatron for a slant and then throw it quickly. It's going to be easy touchdown. That's called Galaxy Brain. Big time touchdown. We're back on the field and we have scored. It's like we never left in the offseason. We're right back. Oh, number 2 is worn by Adam Vinatieri. Okay. Adam Vinatieri wore number 4, didn't he? On New England? Can't remember exactly. It's been a long time since he played for New England. But we'd have to switch Julio to number 2, switch Adam Vinatieri to a different number, and then give number 10 to Tyreek. I think if I remember, I'll do it for next episode. I should have done it before this episode. I just didn't. I thought that they gave him number 10. I couldn't honestly remember if Julio was number 10 or not. A minute 39 to go in the first quarter. Commanders have the ball for the second time, and I completely whiffed on the hit stick. Earl Thomas doesn't miss, but he got a couple extra yards he probably shouldn't have had. Chris Johnson, super fast. Chris Johnson, super fast. Oh, did I jump off sides? I didn't even know I could do that. Oh, it's a false start for the Commanders. All right, I'll take that. I thought that I did that. I was like, I don't even know if I could do that. From the 39 after the penalty, Aaron Donald in the backfield. He's not letting you go anywhere. All right, you love to see that. And now we are under a minute. It's 2nd and 17 now. All right, I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. Oh, Justin Tuck, almost to the backfield. Darrelle Revis, how did you not pick that off, Darrelle? I thought he had it too. I really thought he had it. 3rd and 4. Can we please get the punt? That's gonna be Darrelle. You can't get fooled like that, Darrelle. Uh-oh. He's got speed. Earl Thomas, get him. Broken a tackle. Darrelle Revis cannot get beat like that. That's just not something that can physically happen. I don't believe it. I will not accept that as truth. Okay, so the Commanders are probably going to score. Are we going to have to go score for score with the Washington Commanders in this game? Is this going to be an opening day shootout? That's what it looks like as they score a second touchdown on their second straight drive. I'm not sure what I could do differently. I mean, I'm playing the same defense I played last year, and it worked to an extent. Maybe we have to change up the defense that we play. I don't know. But it's not looking good because Washington 2 for 2 on their drives. Can we go 2 for 2 on ours? We're going to have to. Tyreek Hill back to receive. And he's got some space. Gets to what, the 22? 26, okay. Gets to the 26. Let's run the football. We get the ball to start the second half. This is our only chance to flip the momentum. Flip. If we score... Oh my God, Adrian Peterson fumbled the football. And Calvin Johnson's injured. Please tell me he was down and they're gonna review it. Thank God. Please overturn this call. Please tell me Peterson was down. Oh, he was clearly down. He was clearly down. Thank God. Adrian Peterson fumbled in some crucial spots last year. He was clearly down. Okay. Give me that football back. Give me that football right back. But Adrian Peterson, man, for how good he was last year, he fumbled in some pretty big spots. So I'm hoping he doesn't do that this year. That's going to be a big Julio Jones catch. I was a little worried that was going to be picked off, to be honest. Peterson gets a couple yards, I guess. That was good. We're going to actually substitute Calvin out. I don't want him to be risked getting injured again. I mean, we do have some pretty good receivers in his place, but still, you never want Calvin Johnson injured. That's going to be Tyreek. I should have probably done rack catch on that. He might have had some speed to get by everybody. But it's probably better this way so we can waste more clock. And remember, we switched our X factors, so it's Megatron, Peterson, and Mahomes are the men who have the X factors today. Only a yard. I thought I was going to have more space there, but I didn't. I don't want to run that. No, I want to run... I don't know what I want to run. Uh-oh. Let's just go inside zone, I guess. I don't like anything that we could audible there. I got some space. Peterson, you're going to have to break a tackle one of these times if you're going to want to make more than just 4 yards a carry or whatever you're doing. Calvin Johnson's still not in the game. I'm going to give this to Peterson because I think he can get it. That's inches, I think. 4th and inches. Gronk is injured. So we're probably going to be seeing a little bit of Kari Griffin here. We're going to go with the juice special, though. It's no surprise. Rob Gronkowski was hurt for like a month last year. All right, here's the snap, and there is the QB sneak. The juice special works as it usually does. No surprises there. And we go back to our regularly scheduled programming. Kari Griffin is out there. Is he wearing number 40 something? I think he's wearing number 40. Oh, he's wearing number 49. What a legend. What a legend. We cannot run the... Bruce Sternum. Well, Gronkowski's done for the day. And we only have 2 tight ends. It's not like we have a deep tight end room. Well, we only have 3 tight ends, but 2 now in the game. I got to throw that quickly. I didn't like that at all, but I didn't have anything really. All right, where do we go with this? I have no idea. We are wasting a lot of time, which is good. Megatron's back. That's nice. Let's go with Tyreek. Tyreek's factoring in a lot here. It's another 4th and inches. I didn't realize it was going to be 4th and inches. I'm actually going to call a timeout here. I didn't realize it was going to be 4th and inches. So let's go back to the QB sneak. We'll audible to the left side because that is where the the D tackle is not. Snap it. Successful. Easy. Light work. Sucks that I had to waste a timeout, but it worked. It worked in the end. We're pretty balanced in this game so far, 10 and 10. Peterson, he's never gonna get freight train activated if he's only getting a yard per carry. All right, I'm not gonna snap this ball because the 2-minute warning is coming, so I don't want to waste a down and give them an extra timeout or whatever they're going to use. 2nd and 8 from the 12. If we can score here, that's awesome. Because then we get the ball to start the second half. That's even better. Go to Tyreek. Tyreek with a big catch. He's factoring in pretty heavily in this first half here. Peterson, can he get in? Adrian! He's at the 1. Okay, he's at the 1. That's good. We can work with this. We can work with the 1-yard line. He's probably going to lose yards on this one. Yeah, he lost a yard, I think. Oh, he might have lost a yard. I don't know. Do we try the QB sneak? Let's try the QB sneak. We might be too far back. We might be too far back for this, but I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna run some clock down, and then if this doesn't work, then we'll just throw a slant to Megatron or something, or Julio, whoever it is, and we'll get the touchdown that way. But we really, really need a touchdown here. So I'm gonna snap it, and Mahomes got it. All right. I didn't think he was gonna get it. I thought he might have been too far back. But it's a big touchdown. That ties the game with 48 seconds left. It kind of sucks that the Commanders kept the momentum that they got from causing that fumble, even though the fumble ended up not working out for them. They gave us, and it came back. But they still kept it as if it was a fumble for them, which is kind of annoying. Luckily, with us scoring that touchdown, it drained almost all of their momentum. And now there's only 48 seconds left. We did exactly what we needed to do. What did we waste? Like almost the entire second quarter there? 6 minutes? Something like that? We did exactly what we needed to do on that drive. We tied the game, and we used a lot of clock, and we get the ball to start the second half. We are sitting in a good spot right now as long as their kicker doesn't have a chance to kick a field goal. Remember, he's got really bad accuracy. So if we can keep them around midfield, he's got good power, but the accuracy is not there. Oh, Darrelle Revis tried acrobat. It does not work this time. It's 3rd and 3. That would have been a pretty awesome interception because we might have just been able to kick a field goal or something and take the lead. That's going to be a good catch, but a big hit from Patrick Willis. A second timeout is called. All right, 35 seconds. 1 timeout remains. They're not in field goal range. That's going to be picked off. It's Joe Hayden. He undercuts the pass. He's got 1 man to beat. Joe Hayden couldn't do it. Gerald Everett catches up to him. But Joe Hayden, who actually had a really big second half of the year, comes up big in the first game of season 2. First turnover of the year for the Cowboys. And we've got a chance to go up a touchdown. I'm waiting. It's Tyreek. It's a 1-play touchdown, and the Cowboys have completely flipped this game. Oh, I might have to get a replay of that. That's the first Tyreek Hill backflip in the franchise. We might have to get a big old replay of this. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's classic. That might be the thumbnail right there. Look at that. That's actually really cool. Look at that. That is backflip at its finest. If I could get like a good angle of it. Maybe zoom out a little bit. Look at that. That's pretty fun. That is pretty darn fun right there. I like that. That might just be the thumbnail just because it's fun. But that's the first Tyreek Hill backflip. And think about the turn of events here. Joe Hayden with the interception is actually really massive because now, instead of being tied at halftime, we're up by a touchdown and we get the ball to start the second half. We have a chance to go up by 2 touchdowns in the second half. We've completely flipped this game around from down 14-7 to now 21-14, possibly 28-14. What a complete game changer. And the Joe Hayden interception is massive. I didn't think he was going to be able to get to it in time. But Joe Hayden's been a sneaky, really good player on defense for us. Some could say he's been better than Darrelle Revis. Probably not better. Oh, Ray Lewis, he could have picked that off too. Maybe not better than Patrick Peterson. He had a really good year last year. But maybe better. You could argue Joe Hayden had a better year than Darrelle Revis. I'd listen to that argument. 21 seconds. They have 1 timeout. They're looking to try to do something here. They're going to use their final timeout. It's 3rd and 4. They're going to have to go for the fences here if they want to have a chance. They're not going to be able to run a second play, especially if it's like a deep one down the field. That accelerated clock will be gone, and it's to Calvin Ridley. We'll see what they do here. Are they going to have time? One final snap. It's going to be a fake, a play action. Oh my God. Oh my God, that almost worked. Oh my God. Oh my God. That almost worked. That was insane. That would have been insane. The play action, Brandon Cooks down the field. Thank God for, what was that, Patrick Peterson? To catch up to that ball. Luckily, it was a little bit off target and it wasn't completely in stride for Cooks. Because if it was fully 100% like on target for him and it was in stride, Brandon Cooks might have had enough speed to get away and score that touchdown. And you know how mad I would have been if we would have had a tie game going into halftime? After all this talk, how we flipped the game? I would have been fuming. We got saved there. I thought that was going to be a touchdown. We got to start here. We got X Factor activated for Mahomes, so that's awesome. So now we can't throw interceptions against the AI, which is the entire team, until we miss 2 passes. We have to have 2 incomplete passes. And I'm thinking we're not going to have any. That's the rookie, Kari Griffin. First NFL catch is a big one. And he's giving us a little dance. Hit him with it, Kari. Yes, sir. Mahomes throws on the run, off balance, and Kari delivers with his first NFL catch. I'm going to scramble here. Mahomes has got some space. Mahomes, first down and out of bounds. Just take what they're giving you. If they're not going to roll to the left side, I'll roll to the left side and I'll get 10 yards. I'm not complaining. I never complain about free yardage. It's free real estate. I don't have anything here, so I'll step up and run. That's 2 touchdowns on the ground for Mr. Patty Mahomes. Let's go. We complete the double dip, and we are up 27-14, about to be 28-14. Boom. Let's go. 28-14. Cowboys lead over the Commanders, and I was worried in this game. Come on, why would I ever be worried? This team is way too good to lose to the Commanders. We've never lost to the Commanders. We've been taken to the absolute limit by the Commanders, but we never actually lost to them. And they even have more total yards than we do. They must have more passing yards than I do. Oh, that's a pick. It is Patrick Peterson. Oh, baby. Acrobat is busted for sure. And that's number 2 for the defense. We're starting hot. And I'm going to feed that to Megatron. I don't think he got the second foot down. He did? Did we get a little bit of toe drag swag? I didn't think he caught that. Well, I thought he caught it. I didn't think he got both feet down. Hold on. Did he get both feet down? There's no way. I'm complaining about this pass myself. This is my own catch. Did he drag those feet? So I'm guessing they're considering this possession. And he had to have gotten his feet down right there. This has to be a catch. Well, at least I'm guessing this is what they're calling a catch. I mean, the feet look like they're down. There's no other way that they could be down, because after that, he lifts both his feet up. So unless they're calling that a catch, I don't know. There's going to be no review, so it's a catch. That was close. Obviously, I'm going to take it, But that was a wild one, and Tyreek might have the speed to get in, and he will! Tyreek Hill gets a rushing touchdown, or that might be a passing touchdown. Depends on if Mahomes tossed it or not. I'm not sure. But he had the speed, and there was good blocking on the edge. We sealed the edge. And it is 35 to 14. We are blowing them out. Exactly what I wanted to do. That was a good turnover by Patrick Peterson. Now Darrelle Revis, he's the only one who doesn't have an interception so far out of the big three corners. They'll probably just kneel this, and they do. And we'll see how they answer us. I mean, we've completely changed this game, man. They were dominating. Their first 2 possessions, they scored. They were dominating. And that's going to be a big hit from Patrick Willis. Could have been a bigger hit. It's a good enough hit. But if they don't score here, this one's over. I mean, it's probably still over even if they do score on this drive. But they're gonna have to score here. I just tackled my own player. I tried to hit stick with Troy Polamalu, and I think I hit stick my own player. It took him out. That's what I do. 45-yard line, first down and 10. That's a big throw. That's a big catch. It's a big second down right here. But they're wasting time. They're wasting time. You know I love it when they waste time. That's going to be a handoff. It's Johnson. Did he get the first? They did give him the first. I figured they would. That looked pretty much like a first down there. Okay. No big deal. We got this. We got this all figured out. Oh, no! Earl Thomas almost had... That's face mask. Earl Thomas almost had the pick. He got inches away. Yep. Yeah, face mask. You don't have to tell me. I know. I saw it. I saw it. There's not really much I could do to not do a face mask there. I guess I could have went with, like, a low tackle, but whatever. It's a face mask. Is that going to be a sack? It is! Robert Quinn with his first sack of the season. Aaron Donald might got a part of that. Oh, they just gave it to Robert Quinn. Okay. I wasn't sure if they'd give half to each because Aaron Donald was in there. But I guess they're going to give the full sack to Robert Quinn. I love me a full sack. That is for sure. And that's going to be number 2 for Ndamukong Suh. It's going to be thrown out of bounds. If Ndamukong Suh could dive a little bit farther, he might have had his first sack of the season. 3rd and 16, 23-yard line. Minute 22 to go in the third. They are desperate to score here. To the end zone, completely out of bounds. 4th and 16. They're going to take their points. I guess that's understandable because it's 4th and 16, but down 35 to 17, a field goal is not going to get you back in this game. It does go through, so it's 35 to 17 now. But does that really matter? Because you can't stop us. You've proven on defense that you can't stop us. We've done whatever we wanted against you, so why would that be any different now? So if we're going to score again, I mean, kicking a field goal is not going to help you. And Tyreek, he's had a big day already in the offense. He's already got a receiving touchdown and a rushing touchdown. I'd like to throw one more big pass to Calvin Johnson to activate his X factor. I'd also like to activate Adrian Peterson, but I don't think I'm going to be doing that. We cannot run the football for anything today, which is weird because that's usually what our offense is based on, is running the football. But today, it seems to be throwing the football for some reason. I don't know why throwing the football has been so successful today. Is he going to be open in the end? He is, just barely. I thought Fred Warner was going to pick that off. If that's an online game, that's an interception 1,000% of the time. But luckily, it's an AI, and he didn't intercept that. He doesn't have lurker. That could have been very bad. But it works out for us. Final quarter, 7 minutes to go. I just want to waste as much time as possible. I want to get out of here with a big-time W. Adrian Peterson. I'm trying to get him yards. I'm trying to make his season debut look pretty good. Or look better than what it already does. 16 for 38, no rushing touchdowns. I'm trying, Peterson. I'm trying to get you something. Send Tyreek deep. Tyreek might blow by his man. He does enough. Tyreek Hill doesn't hold on. It's incomplete. I thought if I did that, he would come back to the ball and he would have it for enough time that he'd be able to catch it. He doesn't. It's 4th and 3. That's only the first incomplete pass, so that's good. But we're going to go for this. And I think Tyreek's got enough speed to beat the man. He doesn't. It's a turnover on downs. And, of course, the first drive where I actually start to get cocky and say, oh, you've proven you can't stop us on offense. They do that, and they force a turnover. And now Patrick Mahomes' X Factor's gone. It's 6 minutes to go in the game. It's going to be caught. It's a missed tackle from Palomalu, but Earl Thomas and somebody else brought him down. Has the rookie been out there? Has Sean Terrell been out there? I don't think he has. I wouldn't expect him to, since backup safeties don't really get to play a lot. But I wasn't sure if somebody was tired or something. Darrelle Revis! I was calling for it. Peterson's got one. Hayden's got one. We were looking for Revis Island, and he just came out of nowhere. This was like he just jumped out of nowhere. They ran 2 routes where their receivers were like right in front of each other. That was a horrible route running and horrible play call. And Griffin still chose to throw it there, and Darrelle Revis just jumped in front, picks it off. So now we've got 3 interceptions today. And all 3 of the big boys have one. Hand it off to Peterson. He's going nowhere. Why can I not run the football? What is the difference between this game against the Commanders and like the divisional round? Because in the divisional round, we were running the football with ease against the Commanders. So I don't know what the big deal is. Like, what's the difference? That's a good throw from Mahomes. Mahomes has been top tier today. He has been on target. Last season, at times, a little iffy, a little spotty. But that was a good dart right there. That was a really accurate ball. Give it to Peterson. He's got some space, but the linebacker catches me. I didn't think he was going to catch me. But that's one of his best runs of the day. We'll go with the play-action sprint. Halfback flat. It could be there, but if I step, I throw, and it's off target. It was underthrown. Mahomes, I was just complimenting you. If you put that a little bit more heat on that ball, that's a touchdown. But you underthrew it. Oh, Megatron's open. He couldn't bring it in. That's a tough catch. We might as well get Vinatieri involved too. We've already got everybody else involved. I mean, Tyreek's got 2 touchdowns today. And he's just the new guy. Is that going to miss? Ah, it's a doink. There's 7. Why is there 7-mile-an-hour winds in Jerry's world? Is the dome open? Is the roof open? I don't think I missed one last season with Vinatieri. That's dumb, man. I don't think I missed one last year with him. And now the first field goal attempt of the season I missed because I doinked it with 7 mile per hour winds in Jerry's world in a dome stadium. What are we doing here? The only thing I can think of is that the roof is open enough to where there's wind. But that's no excuse for me missing that, I guess. I should have hit that. I mean, that was what, like a 46-yarder? There was nothing. And it doinks off the right upright, and that's got to be another false start. I didn't even touch the controller. Yeah, it's another false start, thankfully. I appreciate that. 3rd and 6 from the 39. Oh, that's a great play by Aaron Donald. It's a sack. He completely just obliterated the right guard. And RG3 had no chance to do anything there. That's a big sack for Aaron Donald. His first of the season. And now 4th and 13, a desperation attempt for RG3 in this offense. It's going to be incomplete off the hands of Brandon Cooks. He should have had that. He should have had that for sure. I don't think maybe he heard the footsteps of Troy Polamalu. I don't know. But it's an incomplete pass off the hands. And the Cowboys have the ball. And Adrian Peterson finally breaks a tackle. And actually gets a big run. It's about time. It is about time. We just need like one more, and we can activate his X Factor. It's not really useful at this point because we're gonna win this game by a big margin. So We don't really need it, but it'd be still fun to get. I wish they'd show the top of the stadium so I could see if it's open up there. 7 mile per hour winds is not something I expected in Jerry's World. They're locking me down now on the run game, but we're not really trying to score, except for now we are, because it's 3rd and 8. Can I get this in the corner? That'd be sick catch. Oh my God, that would have been a crazy catch. All right, now there's 7 mile per hour winds, and this time I'm gonna drill it. Got it. So we're 1 for 2 on opening day for Adam Vinatieri. At least it's 50%. It's not 0%. At least it's 50%. I'll take it. 50% is better than 0. 1:31 to go in the game. I would expect them to just waste the time and get out of here, because although it's Madden on all Madden difficulty with sliders, so you never know. You can't predict what the AI is going to do. They're going to pass. RG3's got time. He finds his man. It's Chris Johnson out of the backfield. He goes out of bounds. Good play. 1:26 to go from the 37 now. Ooh, they completely changed the play. Let's do ourselves change the play here. They changed the play again. Obviously, RG3 doesn't like what he sees out there. But he finds a man. It's going to be Gerald Everett, and he's got space. He breaks a tackle. Why do I always lose the tackle battle? I guess it's because I don't ever expect it to come up, so I'm not pressing the button to break the tackle or to win the tackle battle. That's to the back of the end zone, out of bounds. 54 seconds. All 3 timeouts, and 2nd down and 10. Come on, defense. 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 Aaron Donald getting double teamed. No surprise there. Jonathan Joseph misses the tackle, but Ray Lewis doesn't. Nope, Patrick Willis doesn't. Still getting them confused with their numbers. And Patrick Willis has activated his X Factor. It's a good pass from Griffin. 30 seconds, 1st down. But a penalty. Roughing the passer. Was it Patrick Willis? It was. Roughing the passer is called. And now instead of being at, the 14, they're at the 5 with 30 seconds to go. Is it really a good idea to score here? I mean, what does that do for you? You're not going to win the game. They're going to... Did I really get another roughing the passer call? I got there on time. I totally got there on time. Oh my God. Are you kidding me? Back-to-back roughing the passer calls? Obviously, they're going to take the touchdown. That's not the problem. The problem is, how do you call this back-to-back roughing the passer calls? Okay, maybe, okay. That was pretty late and pretty egregious. He does tackle him to the ground. I thought I got there a little bit quicker. I thought I got there a little bit quicker than what the replay shows, but whatever. It still doesn't matter. Why call the flag? It's 24-38. What's that gonna change? It just makes it look like it's less of a blowout than what it actually was. And you're going onside kick. Oh my God, they actually think they have a chance. Oh my, that was a crazy onside kick. They didn't work. The penalty is out. We're gonna get the ball, but I've never seen the AI kick an onside kick like that. It's kind of crazy. I almost wanted to decline it to give them the ball just to see what would happen, but it doesn't matter. Are they gonna call their timeouts? Oh my God. You don't have a chance at winning. You're down 2 touchdowns with 22 seconds. Even if you score immediately, you don't have a chance. Give it up. Give it up. You don't have a chance. Oh my God. Lil bro thinks he has a chance. Come on. 3rd and 8. That's another timeout called. I'm going to go for this. If I don't get it, whatever. If they get the ball back, it's not like they can win. I don't know why they called their timeouts. Just wasting everybody's time. Tyreek Hill, great catch. All right, you know what? They want to use their timeouts. I'm going to try to score on this drive. I wasn't going to plan on it. I certainly was not planning on scoring on this drive. But if they want to play like that, I'll play like that. It's a rival. I don't care. Julio catches it, touchdown. That's what you get. You should have just laid down and given up. I would have just kneeled it or ran it, and we would have been done. But no, you wanted to play like you were going to win this game. How do you like me now? 45-24, this game's over. And now, just for fun, I'm going to squib this. I'm going to squib this just to make you even more mad. We've got full momentum, 6 seconds left. There's a squib. Squib? And a big hit from Ray Lewis. He painted him on that one. What do you got? You got nothing. You're going to go all down the field. How far can RG3 throw it? That's the question. It's not going to matter if he scores a touchdown on this play. Oh, he got it pretty far. That's down to the end zone. It's going to be knocked incomplete. Game over. You didn't have a chance at all. We win the ball game. We start 1-0. Why was I worried? I don't know. I don't know why I was worried. Patrick Mahomes, 19 for 25, 297, 3 touchdowns, no picks. A great way to start the second season. Peterson at 24 for 60. I could not run the football to save my life. But Mahomes, 5 for 21, 2 touchdowns. To be fair, one of them was a QB sneak, but still. Or both of them were QB sneaks. No. Only one of them was QB sneak. The other one was a quarterback scramble that I scored. And then Tyreek Hill, they do give it a rushing touchdown instead of a passing touchdown, or receiving touchdown. So I'll take it. And then receiving-wise, Tyreek had 7 for 95 and a touchdown. Calvin had 3 for 44 and a touchdown. Julio had 3 for 37 and that final touchdown. He had a big game. And then Kari Griffin, his first catch as a pro, went for 39 yards. Defensively, we had 8 tackles with Willis, 7 for Lewis, 5 for Thomas, 4 for Pat Pete, 2 sacks on the day, 1 for Robert Quinn, 1 for Aaron Donald, 3 interceptions, Joe Hayden, Darrell Revis, Patrick Peterson, and no forced fumbles today, which is surprising. Usually we get a few forced fumbles in a game, and unfortunately, Adam Vinatieri's 1 for 2 because I missed the stupid big 46-yard field goal because there were 7 mile per hour winds. Yeah. In a dome stadium. Whatever. I didn't build Jerry's World. I just played it. But we get the W. We're 1-0. That's awesome. Next episode, we will be in week 2 taking on the Arizona Cardinals, another team that we played in the playoffs. This time it's Cam Newton. We know him from the playoffs, obviously. We beat them, obviously, and they didn't have a good start to their year. They're 0-1. We go down to, well, not down. We go west to Arizona, and I guess for you guys it's that way if you're looking at the camera. Whatever, doesn't matter. We go west to Arizona to play the Cardinals in the next episode. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, join the Juice Club. Thank you so much for stopping by and watching. I truly appreciate it, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.